Thanks, Deb. Yes, I'm in the WRTI Performance Studio with 7 wonderful resident artists from the Academy of Vocal Arts who are going to sing selections from Gounod's Roméo and Juliette for us. They're in the midst of a run right now, and they've taken time out to come and give us little highlights. Let's introduce everyone first. Let's start with the pianist.
Hello, my name is Elise Auerbach. I'm one of the staff pianists at AVA and one of the rehearsal pianists for this show.
And Elise, since you work at AVA, can you just give us a little bit of information about it?
Sure. AVA is a school in downtown Philadelphia. They focus on training of advanced opera singers to go out and have national and international careers. It's a 4-year tuition-free program by audition. We have students from all over the country and around the world, and wonderful faculty as well.
Great. Okay, now, singers, would you introduce yourself and say where you're from and what you're singing?
Sure. My name is Aubry Ballarò. I am a soprano from Bryan, Ohio, and I will be singing Juliette.
I'm Matthew White. I'm a tenor. I'm singing Roméo, and my hometown is Newmarket, Virginia.
Hello, my name is Gabriela Flores. I am a mezzo-soprano from Mexico, and I'll be singing Stefano.
Hello, my name is Brent Michael Smith. I'm from Owosso, Michigan. I'm a bass, and I will be singing Frère Laurent.
My name is Chelsea Laggan. I'm a mezzo-soprano from Bucks County, Holland, Pennsylvania, and I share the role of Stefano with Gabby.
Hello, I'm Roy Hage. I'm a tenor from Beirut, Lebanon, and I'm also singing Roméo.
Hello, my name is Alice Chung, and I'm a mezzo-soprano. I'm singing Gertrude, and I'm from Loma Linda, California.
Great, thank you so much. Now we have a new Roméo, because we have double casting, which we will talk about in a bit. So Aubry is now Juliette still.
Still, yes.
And
Roy Hage is the other Roméo.
yes, and
Brent Michael Smith, the Frère Laurent.
right, and
Alice Chung, Gertrude.
okay. So I was looking at your bios, and you all are so accomplished and are doing so many different things. Somebody's been nominated for Grammys. I think, Brent, you have been performing with Opera Philadelphia already. You're performing all over the place. What role does AVA play in your musical development?
Well, before I came here, I had a few things, but I think that AVA has definitely helped me get some of the other things. I mean, once I got here, then I got into Santa Fe Opera, and then that's how I got the Opera Philadelphia Midsummer Night's Dream, and then I'm going to be back there again for their 019 Fest for The Love for Three Oranges. But I think that all of us, had things, and then we had gotten better while we were at AVA because we have so much time that we can devote and so many resources there. And so we've gotten more gigs while we've been there because they let us go, they let us do auditions, and so it's been a great place to grow for, I think, all of us, I could say.
So they mentor you as well.
Yes, they coach us, they tell us how to do auditions, they give us a lot of hard critical feedback and to have us work on ourselves and get better for these things.
Well, that's great. Well, so now the next scene is the marriage scene.
Yes.
And so Friar, you're the friar.
Yes.
Can you set it up for us?
So Friar Lawrence is in his cell at the monastery, and Roméo comes in ecstatic. He's probably come many times before. They're familiar with each other. And he tells them he's in love with somebody, and he reveals it's Juliette. And Friar Lawrence is astonished. Because he knows that both of their families are warring against each other. And so Juliette comes in with her nurse, Gertrude, and I decide to marry them because I think that it will maybe soften the war between their families. So this is the marriage scene where he officially marries them.
Great.
Chi fit l'amato image et de sa chair et de son sang créa la femme et unissant à l'homme par le mariage consacratio de cieux, leur inséparable lignea. Regarde d'un œil favorable ta créature misérable qui se prosterne devant toi.
Seigneur, nous promettons d'obéir à ta loi.
Oh, toi, ma prière fervente, fais que le jour de ta servante soit un jour d'amour et de paix. Que la vertu soit sa richesse, que pour soutenir sa faiblesse, elle arme son cœur du devoir.
Seigneur, sois mon appui, sois mon espoir.
Que la vieillesse heureuse voit les enfants marchant à ta voix, et les enfants de leurs enfants.
Seigneur, du noir péché, c'est toi qui nous défends.
Que ce couple chaste et fidèle, uni dans la vie éternelle, parvienne au royaume des cieux.
Seigneur, sur notre amour, daigne abysser les yeux.
Roméo, tu choisis Juliette pour femme.
Oui, mon père.
Tu prends Roméo pour époux. Devant Dieu qui lit à votre âme, je vous unis. Relevez-vous.
Oh, pur bonheur, oh, joie immense, le ciel m'a brisé, mon serment amoureux. Dieu de beauté, Dieu de clémence, sois béni par le cœur heureux. Dieu de beauté, Dieu de clémence, sois béni, par le cœur heureux. Sois béni, sois béni, par le cœur
Wow. Bravo. That was really wonderful. If you're joining us, we are in the WRTI Performance Studio with resident artists of AVA who are performing selections from Romeo and Juliet. And I will also say that we are streaming video live. Go to our website, and it will take you right to the YouTube link. And it's something to see as well. But it's amazing in this small space what it's like to be sitting 10 feet away from opera singers. It's just, it's really mind-blowing. It's wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now we are moving on to the next part of the opera, or a next part of the opera. And we have here Gabriela Flores and Chelsea Laggan, who are playing Stefano. So talk a little bit about the double casting aspect of this opera and the way AVA does it. How do you approach the character if there are two people kind of playing it?
Well, so not every role is double cast in our show, but a lot of the main roles are so that AVA is able to provide us all with an opportunity to learn these roles that we'll probably get a chance to sing out in the real world. I mean, Stefano is a really great entry-level role for a mezzo, and it's a wonderful thing to be able to have it double cast and to get to work with your colleagues on developing the character and working on the fight scenes together and having an extra set of eyes from someone who also knows the character really well, that we can sit down and say, oh, I was thinking Stefano might be feeling this in this part of the opera, and Gabby might say, oh, I'm not really sure about that. I think based on this line or based on this bit of music underneath, I feel the emotion might be a little bit different, and we can have a little bit of collaboration that way.
So you collaborate, but you can each have your own interpretation.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you bring up an interesting point. This is a male role, so it's called a trouser role. So talk a little bit about that.
Well, I think it's very interesting to do a male role because you get to explore your body in a different way. You have to think like a man, move like a man, act like a man, and the thing is that sometimes we're not aware of our body, and we do female movements that we are not aware. And now you have to be aware. Like if I move my head this way, that way, like it's gonna seem more feminine or less feminine. So like get to explore yourself and get to feel and think. Not only like try to be, but be like. I'm a little guy. It's very interesting. Yeah. It's very exciting.
So what is this scene coming up about?
Well, Stefano is looking for Roméo, who is his master. Stefano is the page. And so he's been searching for Roméo. He has no idea where he's gone. He says, for a day, I've been looking for my master and I can't find him anywhere. And then he says, could he be in your house? Oh, Senor Capulet, because that's the only place he hasn't looked. Being a Montague, and being at war, they definitely try to stay off each other's turf. So he says, let me see, if I sing this little ditty, maybe I can get the Capulets to come out of the house and respond to my song. So this aria that we sing, Que fais-tu, he's singing, Que fais-tu, blanche tourterelle? What are you doing, little white turtle dove? Talking about Juliette, and he's using all of these metaphors to try to poke a little fun at the Capulets and draw them out into the open.
And so, because it's double cast, you alternate performances. Mm-hmm. But yes. Today, how are you going to divide it up?
So today we'll alternate verses instead. So Gabby will be singing the recitative and the first verse, and then I'll step in and sing the second.
Great.
Depuis hier, je cherche un thermomètre. Est-il encore chez vous, mes seigneurs Capulet? Voyons un peu si vos dignes volets à ma voix ce matin oseront reparaître.
Que fais-tu, blanche tourterelle, dans ce nid des vautours, quelques jours de ployant tonnelle, te suivra les amours. Au vautour, il faut la bataille pour frapper des stocks et des tailles. Leurs becs sont aiguisés. Laisse-le, ces oiseaux de proie, tourterelle qui fait ta joie, des amoureux baisers. Gardez bien la benne qui vivra verra, votre tourterelle vous échappera, votre tourterelle vous échappera. Aramier, loin de verbocage, par l'amour atterré, alentour de ces nids sauvages, je crois soupirer. Les vautours sont à la querelle, leur chanson qui fuit s'éterrer, résonne d'un grand bruit. Cependant, dans ivresse, nos amants comptent leur tendresse aux astres de la nuit. Gardez bien la belle qui vivra verra, votre tourterelle vous échappera, votre tourterelle vous échappera. Gardez bien la belle, votre tourterelle vous échappera.
Beautiful, both of you. That was wonderful. Wow. And for our last number, we're back to Juliette.
Yes, I should mention I'm also double cast. The other Juliette is Meryl Dominguez, who couldn't be with us today, but she will be singing as well.
So this story, I don't know, and with the music, somehow the music really taps into the emotion of the story and magnifies it.
Absolutely.
And just even listening to you, it's so hard not to just kind of get wrapped up into it and then get out of the zone to come and talk.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. This music in particular will do that. It's very, very close to the emotions and the text.
So what's the next aria?
So the next aria is the Poison aria, which is also not actually about poison. Juliette, it's at the end of the opera, towards the end, and Juliette has found out from her father that her cousin's dying wish was to have her be married to Paris. And of course she's very upset about this because she's already married to Roméo. And so she pleads with Father Lawrence to help her figure this out. So he gives her this potion that will put her to sleep so that everybody thinks that she has died. And then she and Roméo can run off together. So this aria is her trying to muster up the courage to take it, hoping that it will work.
Okay.
Amour, ranimo mon courage et de mon cœur chasse l'effroi. Hésiter, c'est un faire outrage. Tremble et ton manque de foi. Verse, verse toi-même ce breuvage.
To your website, and that's great. Well, you are all different years at AVA, but I understand Matt is fourth year. You're graduating. What's up for you next?
Yeah, I am finally finished. Next, I'm doing a Rigoletto, the Duke in Rigoletto in Columbus, Ohio, and then I'm going to the Czech Republic to do Operalia. I'm a semifinalist. And then I'll do another Rigoletto, a Madame Butterfly, and some stuff with Dallas Opera. So,
wow. Well, it's so wonderful to have you all here. Good luck to you and to all of you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to share your music with us. It's been fantastic.
Thank you very much.